This video is part of the lecture The Spirit of Gaia by Mellon Thomas Benedict, who died of brain cancer in 1982 and returned an hour and a half later to life on this planet Earth with the memories of one of the most studied near-death experiences. Healed spontaneously and completely from his cancer, Mellon lives and works on our planet Earth until March 31st, 2017, continuing his visitations with the light, and is called An Encyclopedia of the Afterlife by Deepak Chopra. The sequel to episode 5 about who in the history of the world was the most accurate in predicting future trends, expect an episode 9. The current 6th was pretty suitable to cover the topic of the beast's number 666. As we know from numerology, the number 6 is sprouted seed, as well as home, family, love. That is a lovely earthly energy to give birth to and nourish life on earth. When it turns into addiction though, when we become too attached to the material, there comes this accumulation 666. So we can say that the beast or the devil in the tarot cards is the addicted mind. The devil tarot card clearly shows our own mental chains from which we can break free at any time as long as we would like to. And here is the amusing way the light has shown Mellon how contradictory our beliefs can be if we don't see the whole picture.
This is something the light showed me. To this day, the greatest killers on earth of humans and animals are these guys. Pretty scary, huh? When I was with the light, I asked about evil. And the light showed me something like this. I saw a monster. And the light kept reducing it. This is the same thing, the same killer. This is the same killer. Mosquitoes, to this day, and historically have been the causes of more pain in animals and humans and more death of animals and humans than all human wars put together.
모기가 사실 너무 많이 뜯긴 했는데 여러분들과 함께 이렇게 시간을 보내서 너무 즐거웠던 시간이었던 것 같아요.
모기가 많이
VM 자, 이 녀석아 아주 잘 만났어 이 녀석.
살려주지 마.
이 녀석아.
I often say, had I been brought in as a consultant for the creation of this planet, I would have left a few things out, but they didn't call me on that one. I wasn't brought in on that job. When the light did that and showed me the mosquito, the light said, "Is the mosquito evil?" Then the light showed me my cancer cell and said, is the cancer cell evil? He's saying we have this weird conceptions of what good and evil is. If anything's evil, it's these guys. So when you think humans are so bad, wait a minute. The earth itself pollutes more than we ever will. We need to do everything we can, and I'm going to get into that in a minute, what's really going on there. And the next statement may be even more shocking to you, and that is, human beings are the most graceful and giving beings on this planet. We are the grace of this planet. There's a thin line that is humanity between what's under your feet. There's a war going on under your feet right now on the microbial level with no law. There's a war going on in that grass and in those plants right now with no law, kill or be killed. Human beings are this thin thread between all of that that brings grace into this planet. Most human beings on planet Earth, if it was legal to kill you, if there was no law, and it was karma-free, wouldn't hurt you. They would not hurt you. That's grace. It's only when you starve them, bomb them, and torture them that you got one of the most dangerous beings on the planet. Each and every one of you, no matter what level you're at, no matter whether you think you're a good person or a bad person, you are grace. We are the grace on this planet. Think about that. And this grace goes on into the modern world. There are more young people becoming heads of philanthropies now than ever before. Young trustees. Our children are becoming really cool. And look at this. This is how much money all these different countries are giving. Everybody's giving. It's a giving. Humans are giving. It gets distorted by governments and politics and bad corporate decisions. But that's all that we can deal with. But even despite all of that, it's growing. Philanthropy's growing like it's never been before. And it's all about taking care of each other. That's what's really going on. It's not what you see on the news. What you see on the media is Maya. It's illusion. It's the illusion. If you're only seeing it through that one little TV channel, like looking at the painting 1 inch at a time. Look at what's really going on the planet. What's really going on is something amazing. Let's take a little look at our modern world, because this is very, very important, and we've all participated in this. And there's some very interesting patterns that resulted from very messy beginnings, the one of which is the Industrial Revolution. Messy start. But if you haven't looked at it in the big picture, you don't know what was accomplished. We take it for granted, and we expect more. There are technologies to the Civil War that are still amazing, that we aren't using. Amazing. They had fans that worked on a candle and were quite powerful. I've seen one, actually. A fan, like electric fan. There are so many ways to do these things. We get stuck in a rut. Oh, we can only do it with electricity, or we can only do it this way, or we can only do it with gas. Complete illusion. Complete illusion. The Industrial Revolution was an incredible paradigm shift, one of the most important humanity and the evolution of Gaia has ever experienced. And it was messy. Look at England, that was all polluted. No fish, no anything. All these are clean now. There's fish in them. All the tributaries are cleaning up. This is how, if you're here now, you most likely, most of us have not been Cleopatra or Julius Caesar. We've been these guys. We've been carrying the barges and fanning them. That's most of our incarnations. So you were most likely here than on the throne. I see people that get past life regressions. They've been kings for 27 lifetimes. I go, wow, that's good karma. So compare what's going on today. People talk about pollution. We're actually not as polluted as we were then, not even as polluted as the 1930s. The Industrial Revolution, we invented these machines, and we became part of the machine. We are and now evolved into industrial animals. That's all we know. Now, this isn't negative. I mean, this isn't evil or anything. And I'll tell you why. Because all of this, every machine ever built by a human, you've heard of spirit in the machine? Our spirit is in all of this. Spirit is in everything we've ever made. And you've heard things about never buy a car made on Friday. You know, that's spirit. Spirit can go both ways, you know, and don't do a lab test on Fridays. People just want to go home. But our spirit is in every machine ever made. And we have put so much spirit into this world through our devices. What really ended slavery? You think it was the do-gooders? They were trying to help. They meant well. That didn't end slavery in the world. Because up till this time, to be rich, you had to have slaves or serfs. It was the only way you could be rich. And you had to have lots of them. So you kept people as slaves, and you kept people as serfs. The machines freed us from something that would have gone on and on. Our machines freed us. And a middle class and a leisure class evolved. This period, which is a bump in human history, because all of our past has been non-industrial, our future is really not what we call industrial. This Industrial Revolution was a blip on the screen that did something amazing.